Well, good morning everyone. It's busy day today. I'm off on my very first solo overnight adventure in Dottie. I've been away once in her already. If you haven't watched that one already, go and have a look at 2 videos ago, I think it was, when I took my granddaughter across to Norfolk for our first maiden voyage in Dottie. But today it's just me. I've packed up, I've got everything I need for an overnight stay. I'm staying on a campsite, but I think from what I've read, this is it's got quite an unusual feature, but I'll tell you a bit more about that when I get there and I find out what it's all about. Before that, it's been a busy morning already. I've already done the school run to drop my granddaughter off at school, been to the supermarket, and now I'm heading up to a place called the Engine Yard, which is a retail outlet next to Belvoir Castle. Belvoir spelled Belvoir, and I'll explain why it's got a funny name and a funny spelling. Apparently it's the something like the 6th most mispronounced castle ever, if you believe everything Google tells you. But Belvoir's lovely. The Vale of Belvoir near Grantham is a gorgeous part of the country. So I'm meeting a friend at this place called the Engine Yard. I'll give you a little tour around there. It's lovely. I'm sure we'll have a bit of lunch and a catch up and a chit chat. And then this afternoon I'm going to head off to my campsite, get set up. I've also got I'm starting I'm a bit wonky there, aren't I? Oh, best not fiddle around too much as I'm driving, so you're gonna have to have me a bit wonky. My friend Deborah, gorgeous friend of mine, is running a mindfulness program for 4 weeks. It's how to learn mindfulness and utilize some of the mindfulness tools that she's going to be teaching. And I couldn't think of anything better really than doing the first one in Dottie. So that's early evening tonight, so I'm going to get set up in Dottie, get settled, hopefully have enough signal. If I haven't got enough signal, because it's going to be a Zoom call, if I haven't got enough signal, I'm going to have to probably head out and see if I can find a local McDonald's where I can steal some of their internet. But fingers crossed, hopefully I'll be able to get online and enjoy our first session. Really looking forward to it actually. I am a fan of mindfulness. I'm not brilliant at being mindful about things. I don't find it easy to calm my brain down, so learning some techniques and tools will be good. And then, as I say, I think this campsite has got something a little bit unique and very interesting, I think, for me because of my background. So I'll tell you a bit more about that later on. For now, I'm just heading, I've got about a 30-minute journey. I'm just going to head off and I will see you in a little while. Belvoir. Belvoir means beautiful view. And it's what the Normans called this area. But the Anglo-Saxons couldn't say Belvoir, so they butchered it and made it Beaver because it was easier to say. And it's stuck. So we are in the Vale of Belvoir. This is Belvoir Castle.
Turn right.
And we're about to head to a place called the Engine Yard, which is all the old outbuildings for the castle that have now been turned into a retail shopping centre. Hoping it's open. Not very busy. Free parking for 2.5 hours. Perfect. Right, I am a few minutes late for meeting my friend, but I can't see her car here either. So maybe she's not here yet. Let me give her a call. Hi, can't see your car. Are you in the engine yard car park, or are you across in the castle car park? We are done. We have socks. I bought socks. I bought a couple of pot noodles because you know you have to. And I think now we are going to make our way to the campsite. Feels like it's been a long journey. And it shouldn't have been, but there's a lot of narrow roads. Right, okay, let's get the sat-nav going. So we're off to Heath Farm Camping and Caravan site at North Raunceby. Right, well I've messed up because part of the reason I chose this one, if I can do that, I don't know if you'll be able to see, is because I'm at the Cranwell Aviation Heritage Museum, which is right next to my, literally right next to my pitch. Right, why won't my, that's it. But they shut at 2:30 and it has just gone 2:30. So I said, okay, well, that's not a problem. I will, what time do you open in the morning? And they don't open until Friday. They open Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. And they close at 2:30 on a Monday. I should have checked, I should have done my research. But yeah, this is literally my pitch and that's the museum there. The museum is free to get into. Not got far to go to the toilets, there we go. Another toilet there. It's a nice site, but it has just started chucking it down with rain. There's a bit of a lull at the minute, so I'm just going to go and get my electric hookup cable out and plugged in. I'm hoping I will reach. It's only a 15-metre cable, and that's the point there, so keep your fingers crossed for me. Right, well, that rain didn't last very long. I think what I'm going to do is get myself sorted, get the kettle on, get a cup of tea and settle in for the night. I definitely don't think I'm going to be sitting outside today, but I'm going to keep the tailgate open for now just to let a bit of fresh air through. Right, so we are in. I will be so glad when I get to bed rather than having to sit on the floor, but it's not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world. So I've been to Sainsbury's. I bought some obligatory cup noodles. I'm not keen on pot noodles, but I thought Itsu might be better, so they're just going in the cupboard. Do you remember, I don't know if I've shown you this already, these are the cupboards, or rather the drawers that I put in the other day with Mark, so I don't think I need my water bottle in there, but this bottom one is going to be my food. So we've got, what have we got in here? Important stuff. Choco Liebenitz, another ramen. I've bought some tuna. I've bought some soup. Another Baxter's lentil soup. What else have I got in here? Socks. Oh, that was it, just a couple of pairs of socks because I forgot to bring my socks. I have got other stuff in the cool box, but I've put the cool box on the chair for now, so they can stay in there. I've got my, what else have I got in here? Let me put the shelf back down and put the drawer in. This isn't easy to do with one hand. I haven't got my tripod set up because not really room for it, to be honest. Oh! Oh, this has helped me stay flexible, that's for sure. Right, so that's the next drawer in. I've got all my crockery and cutlery in this one. Biscuits on top because I'm going to have a cup of tea. Now I need to get the kettle, which is in this one here. As I've got electricity, I'm going to use the electric kettle. There we go. I suppose that spaghetti can probably go in that bottom drawer now as well. I did buy some stuff from Lidl, but it's all in the cool box. So, right, let's get a kettle on and a cup of tea going. Oh, I'm so ready for a cup of tea. So ready. Got my lovely china teacup. Got to be done. And then I've got a few hours before my mindfulness call. Where have I put my phone? I just need to, oh, I'm videoing on it. I just need to make sure I've got enough signal here. Now I'm all set up. I don't really want to drive back out again, so I'm hoping I'm going to have enough signal. I haven't really eaten since earlier today when I had breakfast with Claire. So I'm going to have a couple of biscuits and my cup of tea. Anybody else love these? I don't know what it is about them. They are just delicious. I like the dark chocolate ones better than the light chocolate. Milk chocolate, light chocolate. They're just gorgeous. I tell you what, it is roasting in here and I thought it was going to be cold. I did my first live stream last night and it was lovely, apart from the internet letting me down because I was trying to do it, oh hang on a minute, I was trying to do it in Dottie, but I didn't have a good enough signal and I lost connection. But it was lovely. I really enjoyed chatting to everybody and there were a few people turned up and bit chat. Did realise when I do a live stream on my phone, I'm looking at the wrong camera here, when I do a live stream on my phone, the comments go past really quickly and I wasn't quick enough to see some of them. So Anyway, one of the questions that came up was about heating. And this is the heater I was trying to explain about on my live stream. It's just by Silvercrest. It's just Lidl's, I think it's Lidl's own make. But it is, I think it's a, let's have a look, is it a 500 watt? 600 watt. So because I'm on electric hookup, it'll work okay. My Bluetti is a 600 watt Bluetti, but I think it'll be too much for it. It doesn't handle my 600 watt travel kettle. And I think this probably wouldn't handle very well either. But if I need it, I've got it. And because it's such a little space in here, I think this will probably be enough. So you can, I think you've got various settings on it. I've also got a fan. I think I'm probably likely to need the fan more than the heater, if I'm honest, because it is roasting in here at the minute. I've also got, let me just turn you around and show you. You know, we did the flip outs. That is such a game changer in here when I've got all the doors shut, just to have that extra bit of counter space. I mean, I could get rid of this, to be fair, and have a bit more counter space, but I like it. I like it because it looks pretty. But having somewhere to put the kettle on, absolute game changer. Really, really happy with that. Oh, got fingers over the camera. I'm pretty rubbish at this, aren't I? Right, there we go. So yeah, I'm gutted about the Aviation Centre. I would have really loved to have had a look around there. For those of you who don't know, I spent 32 years working for the Royal Air Force. I wasn't in uniform, although Mark was. But, you know, I worked at Cranwell off and on. I wasn't employed at Cranwell, but I came up to Cranwell to do some work off and on throughout my career. And obviously a big part of my career was about aviation and supporting the pilots, supporting the engineers. So I'm gutted that I didn't get to see the museum. That said, it's not very far from where we live. And I can't believe we've never been before. It's completely free. I will try and do a little bit of Googling and see if I can tell you a bit more about it, because obviously I can't show you because they were shut. But I'm going to have my cup of tea first. Alrighty, so I couldn't show you around the Aviation Museum, obviously, so I thought I'd go on to ChatGPT and find out some facts to share with you. So the museum itself is actually located at Heath Farm, and that's exactly where I am. It's a caravan and camping site as well, and you could see from the footage earlier, the museum is literally right next door to where I'm parked. I could not get any closer. The museum tells the story of RAF Cranwell, and if you don't know, RAF Cranwell is kind of the home of the Royal Air Force. It's where they train their officers, so the commissioned side of the rank structure get trained at Cranwell. It's also a flying school. It's where they train baby pilots. Probably shouldn't call them that. And also where it's sort of initial officer training. And it's a beautiful old building. The college at Cranwell is beautiful. So this Heritage Museum tells the story of RAF Cranwell. Is actually, it was the first military air academy in the world when it opened in 1920. I mean, you think about it, having an aircraft or an aviation academy, a military air academy, air travel hadn't even been a thing for that long. And here we are incorporating a military arm purely for aircraft and flying. I still think that blows my mind. In 1920, mind you, I'm sure if I remember rightly, the Air Force was introduced, the Royal Air Force was introduced in 1918. I think it was the Royal Flying Corps. I might need to look those facts up as well. I should know all this, you know. I worked for them for such a long time. I can't remember if the Royal Flying Corps was set up in 1918 or if it was already the Royal Flying Corps and it broke away from the Army and became the Royal Air Force in 1918. Drop me a comment if you know, because I can't remember. I will look it up. What else have I got to say? It used to be a Royal Naval Air Service base before it was the Royal RAF College. In the museum, they have a number of different things: exhibits, artifacts, storyboards, photographs, old film, interactive displays, things like a flight simulator, navigation, aircraft recognition, and they've got a vampire nose pod in there as well. I really wish I could have got in to see it. I really, really do. There's also a Jet Provost aircraft on display in the courtyard apparently, but again, didn't see that either. I can't vouch for any of that, as I say, because I haven't seen it, but the fact that it's free is brilliant. But just bear in mind, if you are going to come, it's only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday, and it closes at 3. So last entry is at 2:30. I got here at 2:35 today, and she didn't give any indication of giving a little bit of leeway to let me go in. That said, I don't think I'd have, got much out of it in 25 minutes. There is also a cafe on site, but of course I didn't see that either because I turned up late. Apparently it was awarded the Sanford Award for its heritage education, which, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds impressive. The reason the camera's wobbling is because the wind is so strong, it's literally buffeting Dottie all over the place. But I tell you what, I am flippin' roasting in here. Let me just show you the trees out of here. Look at those trees going. Can you see that? I don't know what the weather says the wind speed is going to be today, but boy oh boy, it is very windy. So yeah, there you go. There are a few facts for you about the Cranwell Aviation Heritage Museum. It's worth a visit, I think. We'll certainly be coming back. I think when we get our new van, this might be an overnight stay for us because it's not very far from where we live. And I think there's a lot around here that we can go and have a look at. Anyway, I'm going to film the next couple of hours before my mindfulness program starts. And I'm going to watch a couple of YouTube videos. A lot of the people that I tend to follow release their videos. Good God, the things rocking around. When I arrived, she suggested I park where I am because I'm well away from any trees. And I think there's a risk that some of the trees might come down. I've noticed there aren't many people on the site parked up against the tree line. If I show you over there, I don't know if you can see in the distance, along the tree line there are electric hookup points, and most of the people on the site have parked well away from the trees, because I wouldn't be surprised if a few come down, and I don't want to be in Dottie when a tree lands on top of her. So yeah, I digressed. What I was going to say was I'm going to catch up on some of my YouTube favourites. Most of them release their episodes on a Sunday, but we were busy yesterday just doing a few jobs on Dottie, and I didn't get to see any of them. All right, well that was a good night. So I did my mindfulness course. It was 2 hours, started at 6, it ended at 8, and it was 2 hours of just brilliant teaching. I really enjoyed it. Deborah's brilliant. So we did that. Then I had a chat with Mark and watched another couple of YouTube videos. Had a pot noodle. Well, it's an Itsu pot, which was all right actually. It was nicer than a pot noodle. I'm really all settled for the night. I'm very comfortable. So hang on a minute. I've got. Let me turn you around, and I'll show you what the van looks like. There you go. I'm watching James from by the curb. So up in the front, I've now got my black shower curtain just pegged along the top, which has given me lots of nice privacy. You can see there I've got the silver padded insulated window blinds for the front. They actually came with our van Pete, which is a Peugeot Boxer, so they don't fit the windows in here brilliantly, but they do a good enough job. I've just pushed some suction pads through them. I've got up there on the side door windows, they're the blinds that I made just using like Reflectix type stuff. Got the back window covered, that's another Reflectix, but I've covered the other side, the inside, with some yellow fabric. I've got just, oh, that's going to be a bit bright, isn't it? Just a push button light. And although I'm just lying on the floor as usual until I get a bed, I'm actually really comfortable. I don't think I'm going to need the heater on tonight. I've got it if I need it, but at the minute I'm feeling okay. I'm only in a t-shirt, nearly in a t-shirt. Let me just correct that. I've got lots of blankets. I've got my sleeping bag. I'm going to put something warmer on to sleep in, just, you know, in case. The only problem I've got is it is so windy out there, and it's buffering Dottie about. So I'm hoping that won't keep me awake. But it's I've got about another hour, I guess, before I go to sleep. It's only 9:15. So I'm gonna continue watching By the Curb, and then I will head off to sleep, and I will see you in the morning. Bye. I'm sat with my side door open. It's 7:30 in the morning, just enjoying a little bit of peace and quiet, and this idiot comes up next to me, sits there dead close, look how close that is, and just leaves his engine running even though I had my side door open. So all I'm getting is bloody fuel fumes coming in. Damn it. It's an absolutely beautiful day. Compared to yesterday, it is so lovely. I'm just packing everything up. I've been and done my washing up. Got to go and do my teeth yet and have a bit of a wash. Then I'll get my walking shoes on and head out for a nice walk, I think. Right, so I found the walk. I did drive to the start, so it's only a 4-minute drive. Also, it's a 2-hour walk. And I've got to be off the site by 12, and it was 9:30 when I started. And I thought, I've only got to get lost and be late back, and I'll mess things up. So this is called Highwood, and yeah, it's lovely. I'm on my phone though, because I think the SD card in my GoPro might have just died, which is going to be a real bummer because most of the footage that I've taken for this vlog I've done on my GoPro, so hopefully I can recover it. It just went a bit funny when I was doing a bit of a campsite tour. Never mind. Right, let's crack on with this walk. It's beautiful, stunning day. Okay, that was lovely. I didn't film it. It was a nice walk. There's a small car park here, probably only big enough for half a dozen cars maybe. But nice woods, nice walk, flat, easy. Yeah, lovely. That's it from me for this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed my first adventure out on my own. Even though I did kind of mess up with my plans to see the museum. But I've had a really lovely time. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, please do me a favour. Consider hitting the subscribe button. It's completely free, but it really does help YouTube to basically elevate my channel and show it to more people. And also it helps for you. It means that when I put future content out, YouTube will notify you. So it's a win-win all round. And if you've liked it, please hit the thumbs up. That's another indicator to YouTube, and YouTube loves it. And if you've got any comments, please drop them below. If you've got any ideas on where you would like me to go, things you'd like me to see, things you'd like me to try and get to while they're open, that would be good. And I will see you all again next time. Take care.